Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Medicine Cabinet Makeover. I'm so happy that you're joining us tonight. We have lots of great info to help you out, so I'm really glad that you're all here. My goal for today is to equip you with the resources and the knowledge to change your lives. I also want to help you understand why I've chosen doTERRA and how it can help you too. Now, before we get started, just a couple housekeeping issues. I am not a doctor, only Dr. Mom. I'm not trying to diagnose, treat, or cure any ailments. The information provided is based entirely off of my experiences and my personal research, but you're highly encouraged to do your own research and to become educated for yourselves. And I'm not trying to discount medical professionals in any way. I value their services when needed. All right, so modern medicine. When you hear the term modern medicine, you might think Tylenol or Advil or prescription drugs or anything like that. But what exactly is modern medicine? Well, modern medicine is synthetically designed to produce a specific desired effect. So, for instance, what they'll do is they'll take a plant like wintergreen, whose main chemical constituent is methyl salicylate, and that's an analgesic, so it's going to relieve pain. So the laboratory will say, hey, I want to create that chemical constituent and patent it, mass produce it, and put it on the market. So that's what they do, and then they go ahead and give them to the doctors, and the doctors prescribe them to their patients, and the patients use these prescriptions or these drugs. There are a few problems with these synthetic modern medicines, is that a big problem with them is that they're only designed to manage symptoms or to mask the symptoms. And a lot of these medications over time will have side effects. So you'll have the known side effects, which are listed on the commercials that you'll see. And then you'll have the unknown side effects that you don't find out about until several years later when it's a little bit too late and there are lawsuits cropping up. So I understand that, sometimes modern medicine is very necessary, but what's happening in our society as a result of the use of these prescriptions is addictions, which is something that we would like to avoid. In America, we spend the most on healthcare than any industrialized nation, yet alarmingly, we rank low among industrialized nations in terms of healthcare. We're 37th among industrialized nations. So we're the best country to be in if you're going to be in a car accident or you need a surgery, but in terms of preventative care, we aren't really getting our money's worth. Like I said, sometimes modern medicine is necessary, but what I don't like is that there are some times when the cycle does not end, versus nature's medicine. In nature, plants have hundreds of compounds that address a myriad of issues. They help the body to heal itself, not just symptom manage, although they also address that need. There's no side effects, they're safe to use as medicine without worry, and they're incredibly cost effective, pennies to the dollar. If one of us is sick and we have to go to the doctor, we're going to have maybe a $20 copay, maybe a $15 prescription, and plus the price of the gas to get to the doctor and the opportunity cost of spending that time in a waiting room, versus Melaleuca, which is 8 cents per drop. You'll use 2 drops 3 times a day. It's about 48 cents a day. So you figure maybe a week, it's close to $3 or $4, somewhere in that range. And you can use them from the comfort of your own home. So which would you rather here? So I want you to go ahead and take a moment and just kind of think about 3 personal concerns that you might have, health concerns or health goals, things that you can kind of begin to think about as we go through our class, so that you're thinking about those things as we're learning about the oils, and maybe you're figuring out which ones can help you with your personal need. So nature has a natural powerful medicine for us, and that is essential oils. They are going to be 50 to 70 times more concentrated than the herbs from which they're derived, so you're only going to be using maybe 2 or 3 drops at a time. The nice thing about using essential oils is that when we use them, we're using the plant's own immune system, harnessing the immune system and using it in our own bodies and getting the same results. Essential oils are also amazing because they inhibit the growth of bacteria and viruses. So not just the bacteria which live on the outside, which is what antibiotics can address, but also the viruses which live on the inside of the cell wall. A lot of essential oils can penetrate the cell wall where viruses live, so it's providing your body with the tools it needs to heal itself quickly. Um, these plants have been thriving in nature for hundreds and thousands of years, and they know how to survive, and they have all the tools they need to survive. So we're able to use that plant system in our own bodies and get the same results. Now, there are different types of oils. The first grade of oil is going to be synthetic. These are the kinds that they're going to be produced in a laboratory, synthetically made. You're going to find them in perfumes, lotions, deodorants, shampoos, that sort of thing. They smell great, but there's no therapeutic benefit to them. The next grade is going to be food grade, and this is maybe if you have peppermint gum or cinnamon gum. You'll find this in maybe lemon essential oil in your salad dressing. The next grade is therapeutic grade, and these are going to be the oils that you find in the health store or online. And the problem with these oils is that there is no regulation, so you're really not certain what you're getting when you purchase these oils. The bottle could say 100% pure, but it might be diluted or have other oils in it, or even weeds, pesticides, or chemicals. So if you use these oils on a burn and they have been compromised, it could actually cause more harm than good. Therapeutic grade oils have served us well for over 30 years, and I'm grateful for them. However, doTERRA has a new standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. I would never put my family at risk by using a cheap oil, so I only use certified pure therapeutic grade oils on myself and my family. So in order to be certified pure therapeutic grade, an oil has to come from the country or places where the plants grow indigenous. So with doTERRA, our lavender comes from the high altitudes of France, our frankincense comes from Oman, and this is going to make a difference in the chemical constituents of that plant and its potency. Each liter of doTERRA's essential oils undergoes multiple third-party laboratory testing, and these tests ensure that the oils are pure, genuine, authentic, and potent. They're going to work every time you open that bottle because they match a standard that's been set for them. They go beyond organic, verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants. Now there's different ways that you can use essential oils. The first way is aromatically, and I would use an oil aromatically if I wanted to affect a change in my mood, including depression, if I wanted to kill airborne pathogens or open airways. The next way is topically, and I would use an oil topically for things like localized pain, stomachache, headache, in addition to massage or for immune support. You're going to use them directly on location in places like your head, your feet, your ears, the back of the neck, the chest, or whatever area is troubling you. Now, the next usage is specific to doTERRA's certified pure therapeutic grade, and it's a whole new way to use essential oils. It's internally, and you can address digestive issues, mouth, throat, and liver issues by using essential oils internally. If I wanted to use them internally, I would just put a drop under my tongue, or maybe put some in some water or a capsule, empty capsules, or you can even use them in making food. I know we make a delicious salmon using lemon oil all the time. Now, as we go on, I just want to talk a little bit about essential oil safety. Essential oils are very safe and gentle, but you do want to avoid your eyes, your ears, and your nose. And particularly if they do get in one of those places, or if they're stinging a little bit, you'll want to dilute them with the carrier oil and not water. The carrier oil will dilute it, and the water will push it into your pores faster. So you want to make sure you're using a carrier oil. Some oils can be caustic or hot. They might sting a little bit, and those ones will have the specification that they should be diluted. So just follow all the label directions. doTERRA has labeled their oils on which ones should be diluted and to what degree they should be diluted. Are you ready? We are going to go ahead and take the modern medicine cabinet and compare it to the natural solutions medicine cabinet. So anything here probably looks familiar to you, and we're going to go ahead and start figuring out how to trade out those items and get more use out of the natural solutions cabinet than the modern medicine cabinet. Now, before we move on to that, for those of you who have oils you're wanting to try, I have a website for you. I hate when I attend a class and I don't get the prices until the very end. So go ahead and make notes about what oils you might want throughout class, and you can look up the prices here on this website. It's a price sheet, and the price that you'll want to look at is in the bold. That's the wholesale price, and we'll talk a little bit about the wholesale membership later on and the difference between buying wholesale and buying retail. So, launching into the oils. Frankincense is the first oil that we're going to be talking about. This oil is amazing. It's really hard to help people understand how amazing frankincense is. It is the superhero of all essential oils. It's awesome to combine with other oils to enhance their properties. And, most people in the essential oil world say, when in doubt, just use frankincense because its uses are very vast and varied. The neat thing about frankincense, without going into a chemistry lesson, is that it has sesquiterpenes. So basically what's special about sesquiterpenes is that they can pass through the blood-brain barrier and help with things that stem from the brain, such as depression or Alzheimer's, seizures, Parkinson's disease. There's a reason that this oil is commonly referred to as liquid gold. I know that we personally use it whenever our son bumps his head on something, and typically we don't even see a goose egg, or if there is a mark, it's very light. It's a very great oil for protecting the brain. The next oil that we're going to talk about is Deep Blue. I love this oil. I get really severe kinked necks, and this oil just does the trick for me every single time. It comes in several different forms. It's got like a really nice icy hot effect to it. And so not only is it good for muscle pain or joint pain or anything like that, it's also really good for headaches or cramps. It's a great oil for basically any of those dull kind of pains. Now, the different forms that it comes in are the roll-on bottle, which is to the right. That is amazing to just have on hand for whenever you need it. I love using that one for headaches. I keep it with me at all times. In the center there, you'll see that it is in just a regular bottle, which is a great way to use it or to share samples with people. And then they also have the Deep Blue Rub. I actually just recently was able to try the Deep Blue Rub, and I was incredibly impressed. I almost felt that it worked a little bit better on the larger areas than using the roll-on bottle. It just goes a little bit further. We were going to a fair, and my knee was hurting really bad, and I was having a real difficult time walking. So I had just gotten the Deep Blue Rub, so I just figured I would put it on my knee and try it out. And by the time that we'd driven the hour to the fair that we were going to, I was able to walk completely normally. It was actually halfway through the day when I finally realized, oh yeah, I woke up with a really sore knee this morning and I couldn't walk. So this oil is really amazing for anything joint or muscle related. Lavender. When you think of lavender, you just might think of all things calming. It is just kind of amazing. It's a Swiss Army knife. You can use it for so many different things. You can use it to soothe upset nerves. It's great to apply on bonks, bruises, scrapes, burns, scratches, any type of owie. It's great for that. I recently got a sunburn and I used this oil combined with coconut oil, and it just had such a calming effect on my skin, and it really took the sting out. It was just amazing. You can also use lavender to help ease tension headaches. So this is one that I think no home should be without. Lemon oil smells amazing. It's so uplifting, and it really enhances your mood. And it's also got an incredible ability to eliminate germs, viruses, and microbes on surfaces as well as in the air. We also love, whenever one of us has a sore throat, we love to make a honey lemon drink, and it's just so good. It's so soothing to a sore throat. It is a great oil to use in water as a gentle detox. It's not going to be a kind of detox that has you indisposed. It's just a very gentle detox for your system. You want to make sure, if you are putting this in your water, though, that you don't use it in a plastic container. It's best to use it in a steel container or a glass container, because the lemon oil breaks down petrochemicals, so things like styrofoam and plastics, and you don't want to be drinking that. So lemon oil is awesome for getting sticky or stuck on things off if you have sap on your hands, or we make our lotion at home, and if I spill beeswax, it's pretty much impossible to get off without lemon oil, and lemon oil makes it like wiping water off. It's amazing. It's also awesome for using in laundry that may have gotten forgotten. Just put a couple drops in when you rewash, and it helps to eliminate those smells that you aren't going to want hanging around. Melaleuca. Um, Melaleuca oil smells so clean to me, and we love using it in our cleaning products. It just kind of packs extra power. It's great for helping with funguses, such as athlete's foot or warts. Um, I know a lot of people are able to use it on cold sores, and they have great success with that. It helps to calm rashes. Whenever my little boy is getting a diaper rash, I love using Melaleuca, because it really just helps to keep it under control. I have had a lot of friends who've had success using Melaleuca along with lavender to control their acne. Um, it's a great disinfectant for scrapes. So it's really a nice spray, a nice oil that you can use for anything disinfectant related. I know a lot of moms who will keep Melaleuca mixed with lavender in a spray for cuts and scrapes and owies and everything like that. So this is an awesome oil to have for disinfectant purposes. Oregano oil is an amazing oil that we will never be without, but you do always want to dilute this before using it, as it is very caustic. It's got a good sting to it. Whenever we have that tickle in our throat, we feel like we're going to be getting sick, we go ahead and dilute about 4 or 5 drops of the coconut oil with 1 drop of oregano, and just slather our neck up with it, and it really helps to calm those sore throats. Sometimes we even like to add lemon in, and it's just kind of got a great uplifting, sore throat soothing effect. So if you have a stubborn wart that Melaleuca isn't seeming to work on, you can also try oregano. I know that there's a lot of success out there with people being able to get rid of that with oregano. And it's a very strong antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antiparasitic. This oil is great for using as, instead of antibiotics, this is what we typically tend to reach for. Peppermint is amazing. I have such a newfound love for peppermint. The last time that my little boy got a cold, he was getting a really high fever, and we were able to keep his fever managed with peppermint oil. It smells so amazing to me too. It's great at opening up airways and reducing chest congestion, helping with digestion issues, and it's just a great pick-me-up when you hit that afternoon slump and you just feel like taking a nap. And it's also good with allergies. So this is a really diverse oil. I love this oil. Breathe oil is another one of my favorites. When my little boy is starting to get congestion in his chest or a cough, this is the oil I turn to. I actually just recently had a friend whose little girl had a croup, and I gave her a sample of the Breathe oil, and she said that her little girl just got over the cough so quick, and she was so amazed by it. And I had another friend who I sent a sample to, whose son had such bad coughs that he was throwing up. She said that she put the Breathe oil on him and was kind of going back and forth about maybe using the cough medicine, and decided not to, and that her son was sleeping so soundly, and she just kept reapplying it, and that his cough just went away. It's such an awesome oil. A lot of people are able to use it to calm asthma attacks and symptoms that go along with that. This is a really nice oil for anything congestion related. Digestin is good for all things digestive. It can help with food poisoning, acid reflux, upset tummies, colic, indigestion. If you smell it, it kind of smells like black licorice. Um, so it's really nice just to have on hand for anything that is going to be digestive related. My husband just recently got food poisoning just last year, and we were able to use Digestin, and it really just kind of helped him get over the hump. On Guard is such a brilliant oil blend. This oil has been lab tested to kill MRSA, which antibiotics are not even able to kill. So when applied to a surface that MRSA is growing on, it can't grow back there for over 7 days after the On Guard has been applied. And it's also been tested against the flu virus and proven to minimize the symptoms. And you can actually go to pubmed.gov and search for doTERRA's On Guard blend, and you can see the studies that they've conducted with this blend. It is a phenomenal blend, and doTERRA's actually created a whole line of On Guard products, which is really nice to have on hand. So there is the toothpaste on the left hand side. It's fluoride free, and it's got the On Guard in it. They have a cleaner concentrate, which is the second bottle you see here. I know a lot of people love to make their own cleaners, and this is such an awesome way to have that On Guard in your home and keeping those bacteria from growing. The next product you're going to see is the throat drops, and they're a little bit spicy, but they're really good at eliminating that tickle in the throat as well. And then the next one you're going to see is the On Guard foaming hand wash. This hand wash is really great for keeping those germs at bay, keeping them from spreading around the house. So that's a really great product to have. Another amazing product that we like to make is our On Guard hand sanitizer. We just mix the fractionated coconut oil, which stays in liquid form, with the On Guard, and it is so amazing to have on hand for, anything that I know for moms who have little boys, they just love touching things that just kind of gross us out. So I feel so much better when I have this on hand. On Guard also comes as a laundry detergent, and oh my goodness, I love this laundry detergent. I just last week washed some pillows that were real dingy and yellow, and they came out so white after washing them with this. It is natural based, it's ultra concentrated, and it's got enzymes and surfactants in it. It's very natural, very safe. We even use it on our cloth diapers from time to time. If you leave a load of laundry in the dryer or in the washer for a couple days after using this, you're not really going to get that smell very immediately, so that's really nice. There's also the On Guard soft gels, which are great for taking if you feel a cold coming on, and then the On Guard beadlets, which are also great for just kind of, if you've been exposed to anything yucky, it's great to just have on hand so that you can combat those things before they get a hold. This is my emotional wellness trio. These are the 3 that I absolutely love. I gave these 3 oils to a mama who had just had a baby for her baby shower because these oils are just so amazing in my opinion. So the first one is Serenity. Serenity, it can be used for ADD, ADHD. It's good for calming stress or helping you to sleep. We use it on our little boy every single night before he goes to bed, and he sleeps so much better on the nights that we use it as opposed to when we forget. And then I'll kind of realize, why is he still in there awake? And I'll go put the Serenity oil on him, and he just sleeps so much more soundly. So I love this oil. Balance is, oh my gosh, I wish there was a giant diffuser that could cover the entire world in this stuff. We use this over our hearts on the back of our necks. Whenever we're feeling stressed out or just kind of having a rough day, when my 2-year-old is tantruming, this oil just kind of gets our moods back to normal. It just kind of grounds us, and it smells so amazing. It's one of my favorite oils just for its smell and for the amazing peace that it's promoted in our household. And Elevation was the last one. This is just mood boost. It smells like happy in a bottle, and I find myself sometimes just craving the smell of this oil because it just smells so amazing. It makes me feel so happy and just revitalized. Past tense is such a miracle oil for me. I have gotten migraines since I was a little girl, and I remember there were times when I would just be crying my eyes out because my head hurt so bad. And even as an adult, what I've had to do is take, some PM type of medicine just to kind of get the edge off of the pain so that I can sleep the migraine off. I've never been able to find anything that would work where I didn't have to sleep the migraine off. This oil, I'll use it a couple times, just kind of lay down in a dark room, use it until the pain kind of subsides enough for me to get up and take a shower. And then I use it again in the shower with coconut oil on hand to dilute because it can be a little bit caustic. Um, and after I get out of the shower from having used this oil, I feel completely better and I am able to stay awake for the rest of the day, and it is just so amazing. Especially now having a child, there's no way I can be down and out for an entire night starting in the early afternoon. So this oil really has made my life incredibly different and so much better. Slim and Sassy is a proprietary formula of ginger, peppermint, grapefruit, lemon, and cinnamon essential oils, and it's most commonly used for people who are trying to lose weight, but that's not the only way to use it. It's also a metabolic blend, it's just different for everyone. So for people who have sugar cravings, this is a great oil to use to help curb that craving. And it just kind of helps to uh, balance blood sugar, keep you from crashing. So it's great to add to your water and drink. Some people may not like the taste, so I know they'll take it in a capsule. And it's just awesome for helping to avoid that, mid-afternoon craving for sugar or whatever it is. It's also cool because you can use it topically, not only internally. You can just use it topically on whatever trouble spots you have. Clary Calm is a monthly blend for women, and it's good for tension or headaches or pain. It's just great for balancing those hormones and making your monthly periods just a little bit less severe. This is doTERRA's #1 selling product. It's really funny that for an essential oil company, their #1 selling product is vitamins, but I can tell you why. They make you feel better. For me, it's just when I take them, I have so much more energy, I feel so much better, and when I stop taking them, I can tell the difference. So aside from giving you energy, they also increase cellular longevity, they support the immune system, help to balance your moods. I mean, there are so many benefits to these vitamins. So a couple of tips about using essential oils. Everyone is different, so maybe one oil that works for me may not work for somebody else. The nice part is that we have so many different oils to choose from. Just try something different. Everybody has their own personal chemistry, and the oils are going to react differently within our bodies. So if one thing maybe isn't working the best for me, I might try something different. I know some people use the deep blue instead of the past tense for migraines. They find a lot more success. It just depends on your physical chemistry and your personal makeup. A lot of people think that using a ton of oils all at once is just going to fix the problem and they can just use 10 drops at once and then not have to use them again for the rest of the day. But that's really not true. With essential oils, frequency is key. So it's better to use less oils more often. So, I mean, if you have an acute problem, maybe 15 minutes apart use the oils. If you got a burn or something on I know I burned myself on our wood burning stove this past winter, and as frequently as I could remember, I would just use lavender oil, diluted lavender oil. Or if you feel a cold coming on, use that On Guard on your feet. And frequency is key, like I say. Use it, every, 15 minutes, that's kind of an ambiguous recommendation. You can do it as frequently as you want. You don't have to worry about side effects. If you have maybe an ongoing problem or a chronic issue, use the oils a couple times a day. So just make sure that you're you're trying to use those oils frequently, I leave mine out on the counter when I know that I want to be using them with more frequency so that I remember. Usually I leave it next to somewhere that I'm going to be passing by a lot, so I'll usually put them in the kitchen. Also, just make sure you're diluting. If you have sensitive skin, it's always great to do a skin test somewhere just that's not very sensitive, like the soles of your feet. Check to see if it's going to bother you. Have oil on hand to dilute it with, just in case. Now, at this point, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. There was a lot of information. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to remember all this stuff? The nice part about doTERRA is that you don't have to remember those things. You can become an instant oil expert with the Modern Essentials Guide. This is a book that my team will gift to you if you sign up with any of the enrollment kits that are 150 PV or above. This book is amazing. I've been doing the oils for going on a year now, and I still reference this book all the time. It's really nice not to have to remember everything. I still use it the way I did in the beginning. It's got household tips. It's got information about each of the oils and their chemical constituents. It's got information about how you can use each oil. One of the best parts is an ailments reference guide. So in the back, you can just kind of flip to whatever issue you're dealing with, if it's a headache or a bug bite, and it'll give you a page that you can flip to, and it tells you all the different oils and how to use them. It's also got safety information on each of the oils, which is really handy to have. And there's a really nice chart in the back that is just a quick reference for if you're using it for an adult, a child, or somebody who's pregnant. It kind of gives you the guide. Am I allowed to use this? Should I dilute it? Can I use it topically, aromatically, or internally? So the price breakdown. Our company, doTERRA, went out and purchased all of the items that you see in front of you in the Modern Medicine cabinet, and the savings are astonishing. The cabinet on the left side cost $812.79. The cabinet on the right side cost $550. When you're dealing with essential oils, you have to remember that a 15 milliliter bottle has 250 drops, and you're using maybe 1 or 2 drops at a time. So you're getting about, on average, like maybe 200 applications from the essential oils, as opposed to maybe 12 or 24 uses with some of the items on the left. And also remember that the items in the Modern Medicine cabinet are just symptom managing. So the savings really far exceed what you see here. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the class, I want to equip you not just with the knowledge, which I feel we've done, but also with the tools to change your life. So you're probably wondering, how do I get my hands on these oils? So for those of you who are wanting to purchase oils, there are 2 ways that you can go about doing this: retail or wholesale. Now, some people will go out and they'll purchase a couple bottles of oil retail, and then an issue will crop up and they will get in touch with me and say, oh my gosh, I have these oils, these 2 or 3 oils, and I have this issue I'm dealing with. What can I use? And a lot of times the unfortunate answer is, well, you don't have the oil you need, and to wait for them to be delivered, the issue may subside by then, where they have to use something else. So the way that I really recommend purchasing the essential oils is with one of the amazing enrollment kits that doTERRA has available to us. So like I said, with any of the kits that cost 150 PV or more, you're going to get the free Modern Essentials book, so that's an added bonus. With any of the kits that cost 200 PV or more, I always include a free oil, and it changes from time to time. So these kits are really an amazing way to get your hands on a wide array of oils that are going to deal with pretty much most issues that are cropping up for you at any given point in time. So these kits are really nice to just go ahead and order right out the gate and have on hand. There are some amazing benefits to having a wholesale membership. The biggest benefit is that you get 25% discount off of all retail prices. You start out, if you decide to participate in the loyalty rewards program, which is their monthly rewards program, you start out earning 10% back on all of your purchases. So if you spend $100, you're going to get $10 back. in points to use towards free product. And then as time progresses, you earn a greater percentage back, so that at one point you'll be earning $30 back in free oils on a $100 order, 30%. The enrollment fee is only $35, but it is waived if you enroll with one of the enrollment kits. It costs $25. Yes, $25 to renew your membership each year, but doTERRA generously sends out a bottle of that amazing peppermint oil, so it really only costs $4.50 each year to maintain your membership. With the wholesale membership, you are privy to amazing members-only promotions. Just recently, they had a promotion where if you spent a certain amount of PV, you got free Deep Blue in the roll-on bottle and a free Deep Blue rub. So there's amazing promotions like that that are available to the members that otherwise you wouldn't have access to. Another great part is that you get to have login access to your account to manage your own orders. So you don't have to go through a wellness advocate like me. You can just log on and set up your own orders and order that way. There's no minimums on orders or any requirements to participate in the business opportunity that doTERRA offers. So you really can enjoy a wholesale membership with no strings attached. If you would like to enroll, for those of you who want to enroll or who want to keep up to date on the goings on or the different enrollment specials or everything like that, you can go onto our website, makersway.com. I would recommend subscribing to our newsletter, and then you'll have that information delivered right to your inbox. And we'll actually be sending out all the info on enrollment after this class ends. Or you can head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/makerswayoils, and the info will also be posted there after the class. When I had my little boy in the hospital, I did not have the greatest experience with Western medicine, and over the past several years, I've just kind of become a little bit disenchanted with the way that the medical field runs things, and I've come to a point where I want to be able to take control of my health and my family's health. I really do appreciate modern medicine. I love having a partnership with them. So I'm grateful that it's there if I need it, but I really want to experience greater health that's free of side effects and free of worry. And I know that every person that I come into contact with can benefit through these oils, and that's why I'm here. These oils are fast, affordable, and effective, and above all, they're safe. So I really honor everyone who's been here with us tonight. I'm so grateful that you're here pursuing greater health for your family, and I can't wait to be in touch with anybody who is looking to make a difference in their lives.